Okay, it's April. Quarter number two is already upon us. We've already said hello and goodbye to quarter number one of 2024. I can't believe how fast it's come and gone. Today, we're talking all about our monthly market update in April as it relates to Central Oregon real estate. Maybe you're selling, getting ready to list. Maybe you're getting ready to make a purchase. Okay, got to get back into the market and get a feel for where things are at. Maybe you're moving to Bend or somewhere else in Central Oregon from out of the area, or you're just doing a lateral move, moving from Bend to Redmond or Redmond to Prineville, or from one part of Bend to another part of Bend. Well, we got you covered today. We're going to be touching on where we're at in the current state of the market, all things data related as it pertains to Central Oregon real estate, gearing up for the spring and summer buying and selling season. So if this video sounds like it's for you, stick around. We're going to be getting after this monthly market update video right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, working, playing, selling, buying, real estate in Bend and surrounding sunny Central Oregon, then subscribe to the channel and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market here in Bend and Central Oregon. My name's Ryan and I've lived in Bend for over 30 years. My business partner, Zach, and I, we get calls and texts every day from people just like you looking for help on making their smooth move to Bend and sunny Central Oregon. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90, it doesn't matter to us. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even set up that Zoom. We've got the Calendly links scattered all over our channel, whether it's in the comment section of each video or whether it's in the home page of the channel here. So click on that, set up a time that's convenient for you, then we can meet you guys face to face on a Zoom. We'd be happy to do that. So with that being said, let's just jump right in. Right now, we're in quarter number two. It's April. The spring season is starting to embark upon us right now. It's exciting times. With where things are at, real estate related, there's a lot more people that are getting ready to list their home. There's probably a few more people that are getting ready to make that purchase because they know there's going to be more inventory available as it relates to Central Oregon real estate. That's not uncommon. This is the time of year where things really start to ramp up, and we're starting to see that right now. So we do the monthly market update with the Beacon report every month. So I'm going to share my screen so we can give you guys a feel for what's really going on here. Okay, so we've got the Beacon report up here. We cover this every single month. This is kind of our primary tool when we explain the market and where we're at from a data standpoint. A lot of people really enjoy these videos because it gives some context as to where we're at and where we're going. Right now is no exception with the current state of the market here. So we'll just scroll down here and take a quick look. We jumped up considerably last month in between compared to the month before that with where our median home price is right now. If you look over here on the right hand side, this is incredible. Like we're back up to $753,000 for a single family residence in Bend for our median home price. And that's kind of like where we were for the majority of the second half of 2023. And then we kind of dipped down here towards the end and the beginning of this year. We dipped under 700,000 for the first time in basically over a year. And now we're back up. We just shot right back up to 750. So we had like basically a $65,000 to $70,000 increase in our median home price in just a single month. But this is really good data for anybody looking for context and perspective as to where we're at in the current state of the market. This goes back 36 months. And so you can see all the way here back in March of 2021, this is right when things really started to ramp up with sales and volume. We'll see that here in a second when we look at the slide below this one. But what you notice is like the general trend of Bend real estate has gone up, and then it kind of tapers back when it gets into like the late fall, early winter. Then it tends to ramp up again, and that's kind of what we're going to see here. I feel like we're going to be flirting with that $800,000 price point again at some point over the next 4 to 6 months. We'll see. It could be wrong, but there's definitely going to be some expected activity here in the Bend market as we continue going into the warmer season. So if we scroll down here, what we're going to notice here is the number of sales that occurred last month in the Bend city limits right now. These are single family residences. What we're going to notice here is that there were 114 total sales. That's what makes up that median price of 753. Okay, there's currently 248 homes that are actively listed in the city limits of Bend, with 114 that sold last month. And then if you look here, the last 12 months, what we get to see is 1,555 total single family residences that sold in the Bend city limits. over the last year. And so that's an interesting number, because I think the 12 months prior to the last 12 months here was considerably higher. We've seen a big decrease in our total volume of sales, up to 30%, just based off of where those interest rates are at. And that's for good, for obvious reasons, right? I mean, people were locked in at their 3% or sub 3% interest rate just in the last 2.5 to 3.5 years. And so why would they go about trying to sell right now if they don't have to? Sure, there's certainly going to be transactions that occur because people have to move, but for those that don't, then they're in a good position to just be patient. Right now, you're already in Bend, you're already in Central Oregon. Why would you really need to make that lateral move if you're already happy living in Bend? Just enjoy that rate while you got it. We'll see what happens into the near future. I know that there's some speculation that we're going to see some rate cuts over a certain period of this year alone. We'll see. It's an election year. There's always interesting things that happen. Who's going to take credit for that? I don't know. One side or the other. They probably both will. But let's not digress too much. Let's continue with where we're at in the market right now. Days on market. Okay, another very telling statistic. It just dipped down. It went from 40 to 20 in a matter of 30 days. And so what we're used to seeing here over the last 36 months is basically no time on market. Most of the homes that sell in 10 days or less, or 20 days or less, they're going to be what we call appropriately priced. Any home that's up here above 51 days or beyond that up to 100 days, it's probably because the home either has something wrong with it or it's just way too high. So a lot of people still kind of have that feeling and hope that they're going to get those prices from that pandemic that we had a couple years ago, and just the frenzy was going on. You see some of the tail end of that period of time right here with just the days on market being 4 days. I mean, that's crazy. But right now at least we were getting back to a healthier state in terms of days on market, and then we just dipped down to 20 days. And so a little bit better than 4 days, but again, most of these homes that are going, there's still demand. Okay, and that's basically what it says to us, is if there is a low median day on market for a month period, it means that there's probably not that much inventory. But where we're at right now, you can see this is building permits, but we'll look at months of supply right here. 2 months of supply, which means this: if there was not another home that came onto the market right now, it would take about 2 months for all of those 55 homes that are currently listed to basically sell. And that makes good sense based off of the average of what we just sold last month, 114 transactions. So that gives you some perspective. 2 months of supply. We should be seeing an uptick in supply over the coming months as we go into that transaction season. But we're also going to see more people probably actively involved looking to buy right now. So that hopefully provides some context for you regarding the Bend real estate market as it relates to single family homes. Okay, $366 per square foot is our median price per square foot as of this month in Bend. Let's scroll down. Let's take a look at Redmond right now. This is pretty interesting as we get down into this area here. Redmond is actually flirting with their all-time high again. Okay, so what we've seen here over the last several months with Redmond is that they've been actually at 500,000 or just under 500,000, or steadily climbing up over the last basically 6 to 8 months. And that's pretty interesting right now. Redmond's all-time high is 542,000, which was August of 2022. And now we're at 537. So we're just under Redmond's all-time high. Will we see it in the next 6 months? Maybe. 537 is definitely up there. It's only $8,000 off its previous all-time high, but that's based off of 36 sales last month, right? And so what we see here as we scroll down, what we're going to notice is that there's only 36 homes that sold last month, 49 the month before that, but this is pretty telling. This will give you 36 months of backdated data that relates to the Redmond real estate market. Now there's 38,000 people that live in Redmond. Now we just saw that sign on the city limits get updated to 38,000. I think Ben just saw theirs get increased by 106,000, and that was probably 15 years old or outdated, sitting at 91,000 people. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue on here, and we look at some of the other data points related to the Redmond real estate market. $537,000 is the median home price. You get fantastic value in Redmond as it relates to Bend in comparison. If you're looking for mountain views, if you're looking for access to certain amenities that are outdoor recreation related, like Smith Rock State Park, or somewhere up in the Cascade Mountains, or somewhere to the north like Lake Billy Chinook, or to the east like Prineville Reservoir, the Crooked River in that area as well. I mean, you're going to have access to all the outdoor amenities that Bend has too, but you're going to be living at a considerable discount when it comes to the home that you're getting. The value that you're getting is just fantastic, and there are some fantastic views. If you like views of the mountains, there's a couple little areas in Redmond that are up on slopes and up on buttes that have just amazing panoramic west facing views of those mountains, and so those price points of those homes are going to be significantly less, but you get great value in Redmond, and you have all the outdoor amenities of Central Oregon at your disposal, just like you do in Bend or anywhere else too. So just a matter of where you want to be when it comes to looking around. If you're coming from out of the area, these are good videos. This channel is a really good resource for you. If you live in the area already, you already get a feel for what it is that you like and what you don't like, and so these types of videos can really be good resources for keeping your finger on the pulse of the market. So let's continue on here. Redmond, total current listed inventory is 150 homes that are for sale. Okay. And then we had 607 over the last 12 months. Again, down considerably compared to the previous 12 months before that. And so what we're going to see hopefully now is kind of a bottoming out period. We're going to start to go back up in terms of our total volume of sales as we maybe see a rate cut or two over the next 3 to 6 months. If we continue scrolling down, what we're going to notice here is our days on market is 47. So Redmond just saw 537,000 as their median price, almost an all-time high, but they're also flirting with the second highest or almost highest days on market median wise in the last 36 months. You can see here, just like Bend, 2021 saw incredible activity. It was just such a frenzy back then, and now it's beginning to get to more of a healthy state, a little bit more balance there. Got all the way up to 56 days in February of 2023, so just over a year ago. And then we dived down again as we went into that spring and summer transaction season where a lot of activity occurred. But we're up at 47 days right now, and you compare that to March of 2023, that's 20 extra days on the market, although we're also flirting with the all-time high. So pretty interesting stat right there. We'll see if that holds up, but maybe homes in Redmond are a little bit more competitively priced as we are recording this video here in comparison to Bend. So again, good value in Redmond if you find the right spot. Cash versus conventional transactions, this is something that you guys can pause and look at if you want to, or just go to the Beacon Report yourself. New building permits, there's constantly activity brewing right now, but 17 is a little bit low as of right now in comparison to the last 12 months in terms of each month. Days of inventory, months of inventory, 3 months of inventory right now, a little bit more than say what Bend has, and that is actually very in relation to the median days on market of 47. So that makes sense. And then the median sales price per square foot in Redmond right now is $300, and that's the highest it's been basically since June of 2023. So anyway, that's Bend and that's Redmond right now. Those are our median home prices for the month. We're going to see a lot more activity as we continue going into the spring and summer transaction season. This graph here is pretty interesting as well. This will just talk about number of sales last month, last 12 months, and then currently listed. You can see the bulk of the sales that occur in Redmond are going to be homes in between say $400,000 and $700,000. Bend is going to see that same exact graph, a little bit higher on the price point there. It makes sense based off of the median home days on market as well as the median home price. Now, if we look at smaller markets in the area here, we've got Sisters. Okay, there's only 7 transactions last month, and so I think our median price last month was near $1 million up in Sisters. That was based off of 6 sales, and so you can see a considerable decrease in the median home price in Sisters just based off of 7 sales. Days on market 19, current inventory is 2.5 months. 732,000 for our current median home price in Sisters. If we continue looking down, we're going to see something similar in Sunriver, smaller area. That's an unincorporated area just to the south of Bend, and most of you probably know where Sunriver is, especially if you like to vacation here in the summertime. But 705,000 last month. 9 total transactions, days on market, just 5. Okay, so that tends to, the inventory in Sunriver tends to move relatively quickly, especially if it's going to be appropriately priced. 705 seems like multiple sales. 9 sales maybe were all appropriately priced. That's why everything was swooped up so quickly. And then current inventory is 3 months. La Pine, one of the most affordable areas in Central Oregon, one of the fastest growing areas in Central Oregon. That is 30 miles to the south of Bend. $365,000 is the current median price for a single family home in La Pine. And the number of transactions last month was 9 again. Okay, so what we're seeing is 7, 9, 9, and then if we go down to Jefferson County, we're seeing 11, but 87 days on market. So the homes there was a lot of construction going on. There's a lot of brand new builds that are sitting empty right now. There's availability, 4 months of inventory. So a good spot to get good value. La Pine will continue to grow. It should see more development over the coming years, and it is up and coming, the newest incorporated town in the Central Oregon region, only about 12 years incorporated. We go down to Crook County and Jefferson County. Those are going to be basically Madras and Prineville are going to be the 2 primary towns in those counties respectively. 365,000 is going to be the median number of sales last month. Was 11 in the Jefferson County area. 4 months of inventory, days on market 77. Okay, I would say Crook County is going to be a little bit more desirable as of this moment. Right now, we just did a video on the pros of living in Crook County and Prineville. We can link that card up into the screen here for you guys to look at. But right now, the median price for a home in Crook County, mostly Prineville, 12,000 people in Prineville, 25,000 people in the entire county of Crook County. So most of these transactions are going to be in Prineville. You see 28 total transactions last month. That's pretty good. And then days on market is just 19. So, I mean, things are moving quickly in Prineville and Crook County right now. It's really growing at an alarming pace right now, just because of the development of those data centers, as well as just the charm that is Prineville. And so I think the cat's kind of out of the bag with Prineville a little bit, so to speak. And so there's a lot of people that want to either live there full time, or they're looking to invest because they can sense the value that is currently rising in the Prineville area. Hopefully this provides some good context. This is our monthly update as it relates to residential real estate here in the Bend and Central Oregon area. We do these every single month just to provide helpful context as to where the market is. If you're entering the market somehow, some way, whether you're going to sell, maybe list, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you about that. If you're looking to buy, maybe make a lateral move, or maybe you're buying from out of the area, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you about that as well. We want to be your service provider as it relates to all your residential real estate needs here in the Central Oregon area. So my name is Ryan. I'm a licensed broker with eXp Realty. Thank you guys for watching. If you're still here, if you haven't done so, please like the video, maybe subscribe to the channel and share it with a friend. You guys can call us, text us, email us, or set up a Zoom anytime it's convenient for you. And we will plan on talking to you guys soon, or just seeing you guys on the next video. Thanks, and have a great day.